Death by worms. Acts 12 spends most of its verses on Peter's miraculous jailbreak, but tucked at the end of the same chapter is a moment of divine judgment so graphic, so immediate, and so specific. King Herod Agrippa, grandson of Herod the Great, stands up to give a public speech. The crowd's response is overwhelming. Acts 12:22 says they kept shouting, "The voice of a god and not of a man." Herod hears it. He doesn't correct them. He doesn't deflect the worship, he accepts it. And Acts 12:23 describes what happens next. Immediately an angel of the Lord struck him down because he did not give God the glory, and he was eaten by worms and breathed his last. Acts 12:23. Immediately, not eventually. The same chapter that records an angel breaking Peter out of prison records a different angel striking a king dead in front of his own crowd. Same chapter. Two angels. Completely opposite assignments. The ancient historian Josephus, who was not a Christian, independently documented Herod's death and described the same scene. A sudden, painful illness striking him publicly after being hailed as divine. Two completely separate historical sources describing the same event the same way. What makes this moment so significant isn't just the judgment, it's the contrast Luke deliberately builds. Herod had just executed James and imprisoned Peter specifically to gain favor with the crowd. He was building his reputation on the persecution of God's people. And when the crowd finally gave him the worship he had been chasing, the moment he accepted what belonged only to God, it was over. Isaiah 42:8 says, "I am the Lord, that is my name. My glory I give to no other." That's not a preference. That's a boundary with consequences. Herod found out where the boundary was in the worst possible way. The same chapter that shows God rescuing the humble ends with God judging the proud. Acts 12 didn't bury that contrast. It put it right next to each other on purpose.